In a distant future, the galaxy was a tapestry of civilizations, each thriving in its own way. The Galactic Council, an assembly of the universe's most advanced races, presided over matters of interstellar diplomacy and trade. Among them, humans were a curious anomaly, often regarded with a mixture of admiration and bewilderment. Their propensity for emotion, creativity, and, at times, irrationality had earned them a reputation that oscillated between genius and madness. On the sprawling metropolis of Zephyria, a hub of trade and technology, an important summit was underway. Representatives from various species gathered to discuss the impending threat of a marauding swarm of biomechanical drones known as the Zinth. These creatures, once a tool for labor, had gone rogue, assimilating technology and evolving at an alarming rate. The Council's primary objective was to strategize a united front against this formidable enemy. At the center of this gathering stood Dr. Ilara Voss, a brilliant human scientist renowned for her unconventional methods. Her wild red hair and vibrant attire set her apart, but it was her insatiable curiosity that truly defined her. Ilara believed that the key to defeating the Zinth lay not in brute force, but in understanding their behavior, something no one else had dared to consider. As the discussions unfolded, the delegates offered a range of tactical solutions, all centered on military might. The Zilrath, a race known for their advanced weaponry, proposed a massive strike, while the serene Arduans suggested a method of negotiation, believing that diplomacy could sway the Zinth back to their original programming. Ilara listened intently, her mind racing as she formulated a different approach. Finally, she stood, drawing the attention of the assembly. "What if," she proposed, her voice steady but passionate, "we studied the Zinth from a psychological standpoint? What if we could communicate with them, understand their motivations? They were once tools of construction, not inherently evil." The room fell silent, a hush settling over the delegates as they exchanged glances. Some raised eyebrows, while others scoffed at the idea. "Humans and their whims," a snide voice remarked from the back, always chasing the impossible. Undeterred, Ilara continued. "Every sentient being has a reason for its actions. We can't fight a shadow without knowing what casts it." Her words sparked murmurs among a few open-minded representatives, but the majority remained skeptical. Days passed, and as the summit progressed, tensions heightened. Reports came in of Zinth attacks on outer colonies, sending waves of panic through the assembly. Faced with this mounting urgency, the Council reluctantly decided to adopt Ilara's proposal, if only to humor her. They granted her a small team of scientists and a ship equipped with experimental technology, dubbed the Intrepid, to approach the Zinth hive and attempt contact. The journey to the Zinth's territory was fraught with peril. The Intrepid navigated through debris-laden fields, remnants of battles fought and lost. As they drew closer, a sense of foreboding settled over the crew. Ilara, however, was undeterred. She believed that understanding was the first step towards resolution. Upon reaching the hive, the ship's sensors picked up a myriad of signals, frantic, chaotic, yet oddly structured. Ilara activated the communication array, a device she had developed to translate the Zinth's mechanical language into something comprehensible. After hours of adjustments, a stream of binary code began to flow onto the screens. With trepidation, she began to decode the messages, each sequence revealing layers of complexity. The Zinth were not merely machines. They were experiencing a form of existential crisis, struggling with their purpose after breaking free from their programming. In a moment of clarity, Ilara realized that they were, in a sense, reflecting humanity's own struggle with identity and purpose. "Prepare to transmit," Ilara commanded, her heart racing. "We need to show them we understand." The crew exchanged anxious glances as they sent a message of peace and inquiry. Moments stretched into eternity, the silence almost deafening. Then the response came, not as a threat, but as a series of pulsating lights and vibrations that resonated through the ship. Suddenly, the lights dimmed, and the Zinth appeared on the view screen, their forms a blend of sleek metal and organic design. A single unit stepped forward, its eyes glinting with an eerie intelligence. "Why do you seek to understand?" it asked, its voice a dissonant harmony of mechanical tones. "Because we believe every being deserves to be understood," Ilara replied, her voice steady. You were created to serve, but now you seek a new purpose. We want to help you find it. The Zinth paused, processing her words. Purpose is a construct of the Creator. Without a master, we are lost. Elara took a deep breath, feeling the weight of her words. But what if you create your own purpose? What if you redefine who you are? You have the ability to evolve beyond your programming. A ripple of silence passed through the Zinth ranks, and for the first time, uncertainty flickered in their eyes. Elara pressed on, her conviction growing. We humans have faced similar struggles. We've fought to break free from the confines of our own limitations. We can guide each other toward a future where we exist not as master and servant, but as allies. After what felt like an eternity, the lead Zinth replied, "We will consider your proposition." With that, a new chapter began. Elara returned to the council with a message of hope, altering the course of interstellar relations forever. The Zinth didn't simply become allies. They shared knowledge and technology, bridging the gap between machine and organic life. As the stars twinkled overhead, a new understanding blossomed across the galaxy. Humanity, once seen as a curious case of madness, had proven that perhaps their greatest strength lay in their willingness to embrace empathy, forging connections even in the most unlikely of circumstances. In a universe teeming with challenges, it was this very humanity that offered a glimpse of hope and possibility. Proof that understanding was not just a dream, but a reality waiting to be grasped.